Bob Marley, or Robert Nesta Marley, was born in 1945 in Trenchtown. This is actually a little slum in Kingston, and if you've ever listened to his album, when he refers to Trenchtown, he's actually referring to the place where he was born. He actually, at 14, started working as a welder's assistant. But it was also around this time that he started hanging out with Bunny Livingston and Peter Tosh. Peter Tosh was actually killed several years back, but he's a name who, until very recently, was also synonymous with the reggae movement. Now, what makes somebody like Bob Marley very special is that he was a Rastafarian. He lived in Jamaica, but he took reggae music and he not only popularized it in the Western culture and made it sort of acceptable and likable to a majorly white audience in the United States, he also was able to use this music in order to mobilize people and in order to encourage peace and activism, and in order to talk about the oppressed situation in which he had grown up. Another thing about Bob Marley is that he is not like the other musicians who died of excess. Bob Marley actually died of a cancer in his toe. A lot of people don't realize he was a devout Rastafarian. He didn't really think there was anything wrong with him. He didn't get it checked out until it was much too late, and it had spread. And Bob Marley actually died of cancer at a very, very young age. Some fun and interesting facts about Bob Marley that I really like. Those of you who are Lauryn Hill fans today, I don't know if you realize, but one of my favorite Lauryn Hill songs is called Zion. It's about her child, who she's bringing into the world. Now, the father of this child is actually Bob Marley's son. Lauryn Hill's child is actually Bob Marley's grandchild. His son Ziggy has gone on and has carried on a lot of his work. And has continued. Some of his kids also have become really good musicians in their own right, although Ziggy Marley is probably the most prominent today. Another really fantastic thing about Bob Marley is just that his music is so easy to listen to. It's upbeat, and I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I found my dad's vinyl copy of Bob Marley Legend, and it really just changed my life. I mean, it gives you a whole different way of looking at music. So Bob Marley, for just being a great guy, for being a guy who used his music to combat racism, and for a man who was able to popularize an entire genre in North America, this guy is high on the Mojo meter, and we salute you, Bob. So on our Men with Mojo list, Bob Marley.